Hello everyone, today I will tell you about the sorrow of Peter I's conquest of Central Asia. According to legend, Russian poet Pushkin wrote that Peter the Great, on his deathbed, regretted two things: his failed campaign in Turkey and the fact that he could not take revenge for the killing of Bekwich in Khiva. But why would the ruler of such a vast empire remember Khiva's revenge as one of his last wishes, instead of other important matters? Through the pen of the great poet, this will was passed down to future generations for centuries. From the age of 23, Piotr had been determined to conquer the lands from Khiva to Yarkand, seize their wealth and golden sands, and open a trade route to India. He worked tirelessly to achieve this. One of his attempts ended tragedy. Between 1714 and 1770, under the command of Bekwich Cherkassky, the same commander who had successfully brought the Caucasus peoples into the Russian Empire, several military expeditions were sent to the borders of Khiva Khanate. In the spring of 1770, a 6,000-man army led by Bekwich built a fort near the Krasnovodsk Gulf and marched toward Khiva. When they arrived, they told the Khan that they had come to protect him from the Emir of Bukhara and wanted to set up camp nearby. This was meant to distract the Khivans and hide their real goal. But the Khan saw through the trick and came up with a plan of his own, claiming it was too hard for Khiva to house and feed such a large army. He split Bekwich's forces into 5 groups and sent them to different cities. Then suddenly his men attacked and wiped them all out. Bekwich himself was captured and executed on August 29, 1717. This loss, especially the death of Bekwich, deeply upset Piotr. Bekwich was one of his valued generals. He was originally from Little Kabarda, known as Davlatgirey Mirza, before converting to Orthodox Christianity. He grew up in the household of Peter's uncle, so it's unclear exactly when he came to Russia. Some say he was kidnapped as a child along with 2 younger brothers. Others think he was brought as a hostage. His real father's name is unknown, but it's believed his father was a Bek prince, which is where the name Bekwich came from. These details are recorded in the book The Envoy of Piotr I to the East. However, the 1971 Uzbek Soviet Encyclopedia gives a shorter version. It says about 60 Cossacks from Bekwich's troops were captured while fishing, and soon after the whole detachment was ambushed and defeated. The source doesn't mention the name of Khiva Khan, Chergazi Khan, who had defeated Bekwich and caused Piotr such lasting bitterness. He collected valuable information about the relationship between Khiva and Bukhara, gold sands and other matters, sending this information to Piotr whenever possible. In his letters he described the Uzbeks as people who couldn't be bribed with gifts and who avoided suspicious people as friends. These historical events once again show Piotr's great interest in Central Asia. As for why he mentioned Khiva on his deathbed, it can be seen as the final pain of a lifelong regret. So that's all. Thank you for your attention.